Welcome back to the Wedding Vault, and today we answer another question which I get asked many times, especially with the company of what we do and who we are. So my company, RCT Entertainment and Events, is a multi-op company, which means we offer lots of different services, mostly wedding DJs, but again, all added onto that is the photo booths, starlit dance floors, light up lessons, etc. Now, I have a group of DJs who work for me here. Now, I still DJ myself. I'm always out on the road every single weekend, but I've also got a group of DJs. We're not an agency. I don't just hire anyone I don't know. These are all people I've known in the industry for many years, and I trust them with all my heart that they are going to do a good job for me and our brand and for you as well. And the question I always get asked is it going to be you? Who's it going to be? And this is, from my company's perspective, with how we are, we're not a one-man band. It's not just me. And some people, from a bride and groom's point of view, don't like that. They want to use someone who they know that's who they're going to get. So that, I've got many guys in this industry who are just one-man bands, and that's what they do. They only provide themselves, and that's why you might pay a premium price. Now, all of the guys that work for me are, as I said, trusted. I 1,000,000% trust them. I've never had a bad review about any of them, and they are to my calibre of what I expect and how I am as a DJ, and I know that they're going to do a great job for you. And the beauty of that as well is that we have backup in place if anything should ever happen. Now, when it comes to people saying to me, will it be me? So 9 times out of 10, I would go out with what we call our rustic DJ package, or it would be a larger event. So they may have booked a DJ and a load of other bits and bobs as well. And that's not because they're spending loads of money. It's just because they specifically asked for me to do that. And I have bride and grooms have a look on our website, look at our DJs and say, I like him, I like the sound of him. But the beauty of it as well is all of these DJs who I have working on my team, as much as they are wedding professionals, they work across the board, they can play across the board with music. I also know that if I've got a bride and groom who are specifically into, say for instance, 80s music, I've got a great DJ who I know is top of his game with 80s music, and I know that he will fit them perfectly for that wedding. So yeah, they are things to take into consideration. Is ask them, who is my DJ going to be? Now, we actually staff our calendar up about 3 months in advance. We tend to do it, and we're getting better at it. We do it, as someone books, we will then assign their DJ, or we'll check their availability before we book in the client. So we try and keep them involved. And then what we do is we then hand it over to our DJs. They get assigned on our planner, and then they will call them the week leading up to the wedding. And when that comes, that means that they can discuss their music, their timeline, introduce themselves, and you get a friendly repertoire of their face, and you can put a face to a name. And they've kind of got all of those awkward questions out of the way before the big wedding day. And I think that's a crucial moment. Some people do planning consultations months in advance, 6 months in advance as a DJ, and I personally don't feel that's right, because it's not fresh in your mind. We do weddings every single week. We're doing 10 weddings, and it needs to be fresh in your memory. And if you do it the week leading up to the wedding, so if your wedding's on a Saturday and you give them a call on the Monday, it's fresh in your memory of, right, this is what I've got to make sure I've got all of this music for this specific bride and groom on the Saturday. This is how it's going to work, and it stays in there, because otherwise you're going to forget who the next person is the night before or whatever it is. So that's why we do it a week leading up. And of course, we're there to support you along the way with any questions, and we allow you to go into the event portal and start creating your playlist, and then we keep it fresh in our memory a week before the wedding. So yeah, ask your DJ, will it be you? or will it be one of your other DJs? Oh, I like the look of him, or I saw him playing at one of your other events. I really like him. That's what you need to ask. But yeah, read the reviews. That is my most biggest advice to you, is read reviews, because all of our reviews, for instance, it names all the DJs of who we've had at certain different events. And yeah, so that's my advice. If you're booking a DJ, just check it's them, or who is it going to be, and have they got backup